The only shade I'm giving is the shade coming from my halo. Not all bears eat berries and fish. I prefer a diet of bourbon and bad behavior.
Hello! I'm Hunter Harden.
And I'm Papa the Bear.
And welcome to the Real Housebears Podcast, y'all. We have a big guest today.
Today we get to be with, we actually discussed this beforehand, and Hunter made the commitment that this is his number one favorite Bravolebrity out of the entire Bravo.
Come on.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
100%.
It's true. So I'm a little bit nervous talking to you.
So we got Frank Catania on the podcast today, y'all.
Yes.
Yes. Guys, I just want to make sure the entire podcast we're speaking English, right? Not Irish?
Yes. There's not going to be any more foreign language. We're not going to do Canada, like Canadian.
Yeah.
No Australian or anything. But what's funny about that is, like, 3 days after we did that podcast, I was in California, and I've been to California a million times. I've stayed in West Hollywood a million times. And I went to go meet up with a friend, and I was like, "Where are you staying at?" And she's like, "I'm staying in WeHo." You're mouthing what I'm saying.
Am I?
Yes. And staying in WeHo. And I was like, "Where's WeHo?" And I kept looking it up on the map, and it kept saying West Hollywood. And I figured it out after years of going there that WeHo is West Hollywood. And so I was like,
there you go. See?
It happens to everybody.
He was like, "Okay, I had my moment." So our very first question is actually a double question. Number one, how do we get arms that size? And number two, how do we get your weed?
Listen, God bless me. One body part God gave me was bicep.
Okay.
So they just grew easy. The rest, I wish he would have blessed me with something else, but unfortunately he gave me biceps. All right. So, I've been training guys since 18 years old, off and on. And as you get older, it gets a little bit harder. All right. I think I may even have a few years on both of you. I might be a little bit older than both of you. All right.
Just a little.
All right, it's for sure. But on top of that, otherwise, and the weed, we are so close. We are just waiting right this time for the state inspector to come inspect us. The stores are ready. We're ready to go. We got 2 stores ready. We have 4 coming on entirely, and we're so excited about it. All right, that's it. That's our brand is the dispensary. So in Rio, obviously, with the weed, it's all within Jersey. It has to stay within the Jersey boundaries until it becomes legal federally. But it is something that has got me very excited over the past few years.
Well, that's awesome. I think it's gonna.
And we got some good guys, and we got some good stuff.
I bet.
No doubt.
We'll be taking a trip to New Jersey for the grand opening for sure.
I love it. I love it.
Do you have any castmates who are regular customers?
Listen, the men, no. The women, Jennifer loves to smoke.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Jennifer loves to smoke. All right. I think a lot of the other cast members are all closed door smokers.
Right, of course.
All right. That's the Joe Beningo is always game. He's not a smoker, but when it came to guys' night, he's always a good sport. All right. So him, John Fuda, listen, all the other cast members. Okay, when the cameras aren't running, it might be a little bit different.
Gotcha.
I think we've seen that on a few of the other cities as well, smoking behind closed doors. That's really funny. Do the New Jersey guys do you all hang out off camera?
The answer to that is we used to, right? We used to. This year, as you see, as it played out, for the first time, there was a little tension amongst the men. It was almost like a party of the men, which never happened before. So no, it's not. Every time we did it, film in the past, we would all get together. We'd all meet out to dinner, and I miss that. I try to stay neutral. I'm like the one in the middle. The one time Bill ran out, I go and get him. When there's an argument, I try to be the mediator. It's rough this year. It's really rough, guys.
I mean, that reunion was rough to sit through. When y'all came out, the tension was so tight in the whole room.
And we're not used to that with the guys.
No, the guys were always the best part of the show.
I mean, New Jersey is really the only housewives show where the husbands are kind of as important of the story as the wives are.
Mm-hmm.
So it is.
In the past, we try to bring some humor. We try to bring the lightheartedness to counteract the women screaming and yelling all the time and fighting. And it always worked. And the fans liked it because you want to know, okay, so we're getting stoned. Okay, we're down in Nashville getting drunk. It was this year it wasn't as much fun. And I missed that.
So describe the difference of a guy's night when Louis is there versus a guy's night when Louis is not there.
Listen, it's a shame, all right, because I don't see anything good coming in the future for Joe and Teresa. Okay, I unless everybody takes a step back, gives it some time, and then lets everybody calm down, all right, and then hopefully try again in the future. I don't see that happen. All right. Mm-hmm. So when we used to go out, it was all fun, no matter who was there. But now, if we attempt to go out, it's a shame because what happens is, if something's said, then either Louis or Joe start getting into it, and it escalates. It escalates, and it's just like waiting for a fire to happen.
Wow. I hate that.
That sucks, but we definitely could tell the difference from when like Louis is around to when you guys like before Louis, because the last season before this, y'all were having a blast
all the time.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know exactly where it went wrong this year. Again, because in Nashville we were down there and the women were fighting. Don't get me wrong, Marge and Teresa were. And he said, "Fuck, all the guys were on a boat having a good time, women drinking, and." Choking Joe Gorga with a dildo,
Classic television moment. Have you ever had the opportunity to meet any of the husbands from any of the other cities?
Yes, I did. Believe it or not, I consider myself close with Todd from Miami.
Oh, nice.
Right? Yes, all right, and great guy. He's a real man. He's a real man. He's a humble man. He does very, very well. Very successful businessman. And just from the first day I met him, just a humble guy. Me and Brittany go out. We went for lunch with them, and we have plans next time down again to meet up and go out with them as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Yeah. We have had the great pleasure of hanging out with some of the husbands from Salt Lake City.
Oh, yeah?
We had Whitney and Rose and Justin on the podcast, and we got to hang out at their house for a few hours. It was a really great time. They were really, really easy to hang out with. And
they were, and I met a lot of them. I met a lot of them at BravoCon this year.
Yeah,
BravoCon.
I got to tell you something. There was not a husband, there was not a housewife that I had anything bad to say about anybody. I take that back. My favorite housewife. I ended up leaving BravoCon not feeling the same way. But other than that one, everybody.
You're not
one of my favorites is from Beverly Hills, who is not everybody else's favorite. And I don't know, maybe because everything was going on, but it wasn't very nice.
Oh, wow. Not willing to say who that was?
Listen, I don't think they're on the show anymore.
Okay. I have a feeling who that might be.
And it's a shame because I love her husband.
Yeah, I think she was going through a rough time. Yeah. I think she was going through a rough time. Well, if you ever get the chance to hang out with Justin Rose or Seth Marks.
Yeah.
That's a good guy. That's a good guy.
A lot of fun to be out with. How did David take the news when you told him that you were moving out?
Oh, Phil, you look around here. This is David's house. This is the house I built for him. Phil. So this is David's office that Dolores designed. I had to tell David because the reunion was coming up,
right?
And I mentioned it on reunion. So it was both good and bad. All right. What's nice about it is we're only moving. It's about a block away, but we're adding an entire level to the house. We may not be leaving to the end of the year.
Okay.
So it gives David time to adjust. All right. It's not you know what it is. David works all the time. He works all the time. He's great at what he does. He's an incredible doctor. But he's so used to coming home to a house that's empty. So not only am I here now, my 2 dogs are here, correct? And he comes home, the dogs come running over to him, and I can understand why he's going to miss it, all right? So Brittany and I will make sure we stop over and cook dinner for everyone.
Check in on David, make sure he's okay.
A welfare.
Right? Yes.
And if you get injured, you need someone to help you shower.
Oh, please. Oh, my God. That was...
Listen, that's when friends become family, right there.
Oh, friends become family. I don't know what is that one exactly. I came by David after I got hurt, and I needed help getting in the house. I couldn't bend my legs. I couldn't do anything. And I'm going to take a shower for the first time after surgery and everything else, and Brittany's helping me. Brittany gets knocked out of the way, and she's looking at me. And I'm like, okay. Thank God I got 2 balls. I mean, they're not exactly big, as you hear the guys tell me all the time, but all right.
Well, I guess that was one way to find out that Brittany was a keeper, huh? How did Dolores feel when she found out that you and Brittany were getting a house together?
Dolores was ecstatic. All right. Dolores, I gotta be honest with you. Dolores and I, and when I do say, and one of the things this season, guys, I don't know if you saw it. I think the fans read my disappointment with her relationship with Foley as if I was having a hard time letting go of Dolores, or I wanted a relationship with Dolores. That was so not it, right? Because for Dolores to find somebody who makes her happy, there's nothing more in this world I want, right? Dolores truly is one of the most important people to me in my life. She kept my family together when she didn't have to do it, all right? She kept our family together. We truly are a family. So when I was upset, I wasn't getting the calls from Dolores. We don't do everything together. I was like, Foley just gave me a chance. Give me a chance, all right? You'll see there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Brittany's been around a lot longer than Paulie. So Brittany's been down the shore house where Brittany and I's bedroom is on the top floor, down the floor is Dolores' bedroom, all right? And we're there. There's times me and Dolores are the only ones in the house. And Brittany saw the dynamic for many, many years.
Right.
I just wanted Paulie to give it a chance to see us together.
Yeah.
And, but I gotta be honest with you guys, Paulie and I and all the entire family is where I've been asking for it to go all season. That's it.
I think that's the best news. I think we all.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Now,
it
that's wonderful. Now, we kind of understood your point through the whole season. We didn't think that you had like romantic feelings or anything like that, but we understood that you just had a really nice life that you had built together with your kids and remaining such close friends, and it felt like you were losing your best friend. We kind of understood.
That's exactly. It was one of my 3 best friends. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You don't talk like anything, almost like someone keeping them from talking to you. But Dolores was very happy. Dolores is happy that we got a house, all right? I'm sure she'll stick her 2 cents in when we start designing it because we got to redo the inside and everything.
Of course.
I'm sure, believe me, all right? Dolores has much more expensive food.
That's
I got to tell you one thing. What I do enjoy about this show, and I don't say nothing about it. Everyone thinks I'm unemployed, all right? Which I could call it, all right? Everybody still thinks I ride Dolores' coattail. Right? And I listen. Everybody knows my past is an open book, guys. I got this barred. It's a shame that it happened, but it involves one of my best friends, who's still my best friend. All right, but I'm going to put that aside. If it wasn't for me getting disbarred, I would never be what I am today. Right?
Yeah.
And it worked out much, much better. Right? The cannabis business is so much more lucrative than being a lawyer. All right, and I get to walk around like this without so things happen for a reason. But I hate the fact that someone has the authority to take away my life.
Right. Of course.
That's a lot of work and hard work to get your lawyer's degree and get on the bar.
We'll see. There's a pending bill in New Jersey right now where you can reapply. Hopefully it comes through and they sign it as a law.
Wow.
Now, yeah, if in fact you are on harshly punished, all right, then you can reapply for your license.
Would you be interested in going back into law?
Never. I want my license. I want my license, but I'll never practice.
I get it.
I want my license back. You know, I don't. You know, I'm a proud guy, and quite honestly, I hate that somebody has that authority over you. So
right,
yeah,
right.
We'll see what happens. You know, but things happen for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Going back to the Dolores thing, Hunter actually had quite a light bulb moment this season when you were talking about potentially losing your best friend in Dolores. He has the same exact situation. He's best friends with his ex.
Yeah, my first boyfriend that I was with was for 8 years, and he was like a part of my family and stuff, and he still is a big part of my family, and we talk on the phone every week, and he has both of my cats. And like he's never dated anybody after me, so I've never had to go through any of that. But for a second I was like, what if he did have somebody at the house, and what if they like was weird and I didn't get along with them and it would ruin my chemistry with Dave. So I like totally understood where you're coming from, because like I don't have any sexual relations with him, but he's my best friend, and we have a long history together. So it's just I totally understand where you're coming from with Dolores, and you just had like a great life with her for so long, and it's not sexual or anything, but it was a great friendship.
I'm glad that you know that makes me feel good to hear that. All right, because it does, and I quote a lot of shit, and quite honestly, I try not to respond 99% of the time on social media. All right, I make a mistake every once in a while responding. All right, but when people say, you know, oh, let Dolores be happy. Oh my God, there's nothing more I want than Dolores to be happy.
Of course. So let's talk about Brittany for a moment.
Yeah.
So she's a title holder of a lot of like fitness competitions and bikini competitions. Tell us a little bit about that. Is she a title holder? Tell us. I know that you trained her for a long time. Tell us a little bit about that.
I met Brittany probably about 10 years ago. But guys, what's funny about this is I met Brittany at the same time I met Rachel. Right? In the show. So I trained them both for the first show. Right? That's how they became close friends. And then Rachel backed off a little bit from competing, but Brittany did. Brittany was winning show after show after show. She was doing great. And there was a point in time where I stopped training her for a little while, and she had somebody else train her at a much higher level, and she didn't do as well when she was with me. And the reason being is at that point, there were feelings between her and I took a step back because you don't want to so much coach the person that you're involved with. All right. So, but yes, I forgot the title. I know one of them was, the Miss New Jersey. All right. At that point, the bikini contest, she was fabulous. She worked hard. She still, to this day, she still diets, eats good. But at least on the weekends, she might food.
I support that.
You can't be with me. You can't be with me without me. All right, please.
Amen.
Was Brittany in the same competition that you trained Teresa for a few seasons ago?
Yes. Yep. Same thing. Bikini. Yep.
Oh,
they didn't compete against one another. Not against one another.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
That would have been absolutely wild. Now, does Brittany get along with the women on the show in general? Does she even see them very often?
We don't see them very often when we're not filming, but she gets along with everybody. And as Dolores put it, yes, Brittany is a unicorn puppy, is what Dolores said on film. Guys, because she's so unique, because when you meet, she's always optimistic, always smiling, all right? And Brittany has thin skin. So any of the girls who would turn on her makes them look bad.
Gotcha.
You look like a bully. All right, and they've said it on the show. But I'm gonna be honest with you, all the girls on the show, all of them, Teresa, Jennifer, you name it, Danielle, and Melissa, Margaret, right down the line. All right, everybody could have treated her any nicer.
That makes me happy because just, like the age difference and stuff, people can kind of get weirded out or judge somebody differently about it. Because I've always dated older men than me. He's actually the youngest guy I've ever been.
Come on, serious.
Yeah, so like I've always been to older guys, and so that's me and Brittany have that in common.
I know.
I'm like, let's hang out, Brittany, and plus we're only like 4 years in difference in age.
Yeah, Brittany doesn't
Oh,
know.
between you and Brittany?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah, Brittany doesn't know this, but she and Hunter are already best friends.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta be honest with you. Whenever you're in Jersey, you come out, you cannot. I come home sometimes. I'm a grumpy asshole man. All right, and rough day at work. After 10 minutes, I don't get this. I feel guilty. I feel stupid for being in a bad mood.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Because I could come in, I could be yelling, I could be. She lets it affect her zero. Does not change her mood whatsoever.
Oh,
well, that's awesome. And like you guys got to be friends for years before you guys even started dating too. So that I bet that really helped out a lot.
It helped out tremendously. We knew each other very, very well. Okay? When it comes to training someone for a show, there's nothing about the body you don't know. Right? So, yeah, it's been good. He makes my life very, very calm, very, very peaceful. And guys, as you get older, I'm sure that you look for that. You look for a relationship that is not drama. That's why
100%.
The show itself is so rough.
Yeah.
Everybody asks, why didn't you bring Brittany to the reunion? I
Yeah.
don't want to bring Brittany to the reunion.
No.
Protect her from that.
Yes.
Now, but it sounds like the cast could use someone like Brittany, someone to level. I mean, Dolores is quite level-headed. That's what I think we all love about Dolores, is that around all of the insanity, she's the one person who seems pretty level-headed.
She's like the mom of the group. I feel like she makes you feel better. Yeah. She kisses your boo-boos and lets you go on.
So what would you do if they offered how would you react if they offered Brittany a space on the cast?
I see Brittany as a perfect fit. And the reason being is because she knows all the girls on the show. Because not only that, but she's closest with Dolores. And Dolores, in my opinion, is the most neutral person on the show. Absolutely. So you have an ex-wife and you have a new, who are the two neutral people on the show. All right, it's just a good dynamic. All right, that's the one side. But the bad side is, I would never, if they ever offered it to Brittany, it's her choice. But God, it's I like my relationship the way it is right now.
Right.
Fair. That's fair. All right. We won't campaign to get Brittany on the show. Was there ever a period that Brittany and Frankie Jr. and Gabby kind of had to figure out what their relationship looks like?
Frankie is the most non-controversial person you will ever meet in your life. Right?
That's not surprising.
He wants everybody to love. Right? So that was not a problem. My daughter, right? Quite honestly, my daughter, right, was my biggest issue when it came to Brittany. All right? Because she's 27, there's a 6-year difference between the two of them. So when we knew Brittany, but then when we took it to the next level, I knew she had a problem. And that conversation, my daughter's a tough girl. She's got the toughness of Dolores. All right. She's got some of my traits, but not enough of them. I said to her, with that, how would you like it if I dated a 50-year-old? So, and I said to my daughter, I said, Gab, I got to be honest with you, Gab. I trust you. I trust you enough. If that's what makes you happy, Dad, how would you feel if I fucked a 50-year-old on a daily? Right? Gab, again, that's what you want. All right.
I guess you can't really be a hypocrite there.
But I am happy. I gotta be honest. I am happy to advise her and Brittany. All right, they're like best friends.
Oh, I love that. Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like that.
Yeah, you can kind of tell Gabby doesn't bullshit.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, as I tell you, between Paulie, between Brittany, between my family, we're in a really, really good place.
That's awesome to hear. I think we all saw Paulie really just kind of loosen up throughout the season. That by the end of the season, he seemed really charming and really fun and smiley,
dancing around.
Dancing with Joey on the party. So it's nice to see that he's a good match for Dolores and a good match for you.
Because we all care about Dolores and we all want her to be happy.
I hope. Listen. obviously the jury's out to see where it goes. It seems like it's going well. And time will tell. Time will tell. I truly hope divorce finds happiness. Nothing would make me happier than to see divorce settle down with someone. Listen, David is a great guy, okay, and fits the mold of what would have been good for Dolores because he doesn't suffocate you, all right? David's never around. The problem is, and I tell David, I bust his balls all the time. I said, give her a weekend out of a month, all right? Give her a weekend out of a month. I something, But David, listen, good guy, great guy, all right? Great doctor. All right? And I'll tell him right to his face if he walked in now, all right? He's a mediocre boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, it take a bit of an investment to build a relationship.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
So you've been a lawyer, a fitness coach, Joe Gorga's bodyguard, a marijuana mogul. What else do you have going on, or what else do you have like coming down the path?
We have, you guys, my entire life, ever since I've been a lawyer, and this is why I find it amusing. When people say, Frank asked to stage his place on the show. All right, that's why he's trying to be relevant, or otherwise he has no paycheck. Guys, I don't know if you guys know, but most of the people do. All right, the guys do not get paid to be on a housewife. Right. Obviously, we get appearances and everything else. All right, and now I'm riding Dolores' coattails. But I have always, ever since I became a lawyer, I've always been an investor. I've always been in construction. We have our own construction company. And not just a little we do the bulldozers, you name it. We scale back a little bit, but we houses, right? We build apartment complexes. I was a lawyer, I was a prosecutor as well. And then also the great thing is we own 6 large gyms, either powerhouse or gold gyms. Oh, and going way back, we're talking major gyms, 50,000 square foot gyms. And we had sold just before COVID all of them except one, which I ended up selling after COVID. It was a gym business, not what it used to be.
For sure.
And then, guys, for the past 3 years, I've been working on a canvas. We still have our construction company, but we still do our construction. We do new residential homes. We build out all of our campuses. We build out our cultivation centers. We do all that. So,
oh, wow. So from the seed to the bud.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seed to sale, guys. Seed to sale.
So I guess you're not. So no mention of an OnlyFans then.
I get so many requests. I was like, guys, to be honest, if you're on an OnlyFans, I really don't know what would be attractive to you guys. All right. I said thank you. I don't know.
You would absolutely, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I went. I know you saw it in guys, from myself, I've been working out. Right? I maybe go for Botox twice a year. So my girlfriend convinced me to get my teeth.
Yeah,
right? Great.
Perfect.
All right, I just posted something today on my Instagram. Before the many years of steroids, all right, you get the gynecomastia, all right, men boobs.
Right.
So I just got that taken care of, all right, and I gotta be honest with you. They're the only 2 things I got done. The only 2 things I plan on getting done. And just like Dolores, I don't lie about anything. I just like Dolores, I'll tell you everything I got done. This is what I did. But other than that, that's it. I'm trying to hold it all together.
Good for you. It's not easzy.
Right?
Especially over 50. It's not easy.
Oh, God. Right? That's for sure.
Yeah. It's
people, the best is all the guys who say, age is a state of mind. Well, that's easy for you to say when you're fucking 35 years old.
Right.
All right. Exactly. You're not getting out of bed in the morning with aches and pains.
Seriously.
Taking a 10-minute piss.
Yeah.
Oh my God, please. Yeah, that's one thing about Brittany. I gotta tell you, she keeps me young. She posts these when the TikToks, whatever, of me skipping, me doing this. She always makes me do these stupidest things. But you want to know something? It keeps me young. It keeps me smiling.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Listen, I totally support keeping a younger one around. Absolutely. One of my friends from work had a specific question, not necessarily about you, but they've, after the reunion, the public opinion of Teresa and Louis is pretty low. Do you think, is the cast aware of those types of things? Like, do you think that it's getting to Teresa and Louis or to anyone else in your little bubble of what the public opinion is of people on your cast?
100%. All right. They may say everyone is well aware. All right. And guys, I'm a little bit on the outskirts. All right. Believe me, I get my hate stuff, but not nearly involved as much as everybody else. So I consider myself that a strong personality, and I get a pretty thick skin. And every once in a while, it gets to me. So I say to myself, it has to get to them when there's so much out there, and it's so divided between Team Melissa and Team Teresa. And I gotta be honest, guys, I hate characterizing it as that. All right, I hate it. I hate when somebody characterizes me as Team Melissa. Well, you have a problem with Louis, so you're Team Gorga. No, I'm not Team Gorga. I just happen to have a problem with the same person Joe Gorga has a problem with.
Right.
As for anything else, I try to stay neutral. I try to make sure that Team Teresa and Team Melissa try to get together. All right. But the point being, yes, I think they all know exactly what's going on, and eventually, no matter what, it's got to get here.
Wow.
Yeah, this reunion was hard to watch because it was just watching a family just split apart and friendships fall apart too. It wasn't like a normal reunion. It was like devastating.
It was. Yes, it was. It was very, very hard. All right. And it aired, and guys, I put everything out there. It aired, what was it, last Tuesday? Yeah, a week ago. It aired. I think it was a day later. I got a call. From Lou. All right. To come meet him. And I did. I met with him. All right. I met with him. I give everybody opportunity. And listen, there's some things said between Louis and I where we may not believe each other. You know, I'm not gonna let something hold my life back. All right. And, me and him may never be the same. But you want to know something? I'm past what may have happened. All right. I believe it happened. He's telling me it doesn't happen. That we're not going to agree on that, but you want to know something? If I saw Louis now, hey, how you doing? I'd be able to say hello to him. Okay, yep, as with everybody else on the cast. Guys, I can't, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I lost my mom in 2007. I realized what real loss is. Okay, something to worry about. Somebody you fighting with somebody about because they did this to you or this to you. To me, guys, that's not worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hanging on to anger and hate against somebody is just toxic for yourself, anyways.
Guys, this is me. I swear, you can call me at 7 in the morning, you call me at 8 at night. This is me, smiling, talking. I love life, man.
Well, that's a big reason why I like you so much, because you're such a macho, masculine guy, in a New Jersey guy at that too. So yeah. You're just such an open book, and you're able to let yourself cry on camera. Because like I grew up with construction workers, and it's just like it's not manly to cry and show your feelings or anything like that. So it's just refreshing to see such a big masculine guy be able to have his heart on his shoulder and just be a real open book and a real person, and not be afraid to make yourself look stupid. Because I just like, that's why I like you so much, is because you're just such a great role model for a lot of people.
Guys, your feelings are your feelings. I get hard at my guys, one day when the family's all together, we're watching TV, we watch Extreme House Makeover, where they move the bus, and then I'm crying. And my daughter's like, Dad, are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? All right. I'm like, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
We were in the movie theaters yesterday, and there was a Father's Day commercial where a little kid was just asking about what the ocean was like, and he was going to plan this big trip. And by the end of it, we were both sobbing. I'm crying. He's like, "Oh, good, I'm crying too."
That's right. That's good though. That's what makes you who you are.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just been you on the show have been such a great comedy relief, and you've never had any issues with anybody that were really big. So it's been nice just to like take a break with the guys every single time you're on the TV. So it's you're definitely a breath of fresh air on the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I gotta be honest, I still stay in touch. I stay in touch with Bill Beningo quite often. All right, and Joe, me and Joe have a lot of things in common.
I love
Good.
that.
Good. Well, maybe we'll get the chance to get to meet them sometime too. Well, Frank, this has been one of the greatest pleasures of our life.
Yes.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, guys, you're serious. My pleasure.
Wow, this is a big deal for us. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for being spending your time with us. And just we just the fact that you like our posts, that means the world to us.
You're always the first one to like our posts, and I'm
Yeah.
always like, Frank, like our
100%.
post.
So especially when I heard the post about Brittany, I said I gotta tell these guys. They heard it. Let me tell you, what's even worse? Do you know we caught more negative social media? A lot of people, 95% of the stuff about the Irish language and everything, 95% of it is joking and nice and everything else. We caught more shit about ordering filet mignon, well done, than anything else. Guys, you have no idea. I swear, I'm like, wow, people are really serious about this.
People
they
lose their
get
shit.
passionate about it for sure.
People are crazy.
She said to me, she goes, "Oh my God, look at this post." Or she says, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" It's your filet mignon. You eat it any way you fucking want.
You eat how you want it.
Absolutely. Well, let Brittany know that we were sad that we didn't get to meet her, but we're definitely fans of hers as well. She makes us laugh, and she's gorgeous.
Oof.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Guys, had a great time, guys. Thank you.
It was fun for us. Thank you, Frank. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Take care, guys.
Okay, love you. Bye.